Hey, Gdynamictube TV here. In this video, we are talking about some Nigerian celebrities who have been rumored, I'm using the word rumored, to have sold their souls to the devil. I mean, come on, this is not the first time you're going to hear something like that, especially with, celebrities out of the country. There has been talk of Illuminatis, even with some of our celebrities here, and I'm going to mention some of them that have been rumored to have served some other gods or have dined with the devil, and this one and that one, including somebody that is even no longer with us. In fact, this person, it was their friend who has confessed that they are a Satanist, that gave us an insight into what happened to them. Without further ado, let's get into the video. And like I mentioned, please note that all of these are allegations, and do your fact check by yourself. Thank you. Right, first on my list is, what do they even call now? First on my list is somebody who is said to have created his own genre of music. That is breathing space for Arsenal. Is somebody, so first on my list is somebody who is said to have created his own genre of music. They say is Afro sadness or Afro depressed. Omale. Now, a lot of the time Omale sings about being depressed. It sings about selling his soul. It sings about a lot of things and how he had to resort to alcohol, how he has no friend, how he's a lonely person, basically a depressed individual. Now, in one of his songs, one of the music videos of one of his songs, he basically paid tribute to the water, to the god of the water, and in the opening scene, he came out of the water, bowing to water, and he even said, only Lord can save his soul. That was in the movie, the song Can't Relate. Yes, he said only God can save his soul, because of course he has done a lot of things, including how if you vex Osimiri and all of that, water does not have enemy until what Osimiri comes for you. But I called boy. So a lot of persons say that, oh, that's just him talking about the things he's had to put his hands in of that to get to where he is today. I'm not going to dwell much on him. I would like for you to do your research and let me know in the comment section if you agree. Now let's move on to somebody. We are going to be talking about the late Dagreen. Yes, Molanubi. That young man passed away at the age of 25 back in 2010, just at the peak of his career as an indigenous rapper. A lot of persons say Olamide Bado that we have now, YBN Record Boss label, fashioned his own music style after him, and it was Dagreen that basically paved way for Olamide to be who he is today. Now, is the person I was talking about, that a friend of his back in 2015, a very close friend of Dagreen, who is a self-confessed Satanist, came out to say that, he joined a witch organization. That year that Dagreen joined a witch organization in order to promote himself and to get this fame that he really did want. But they asked him to sacrifice his mom, and Dagreen was like, I'm not going to give my mom to you guys. I don't know if it's a far-fetched theory, but that's what this person said back in 2015. And that because Dagreen refused to bring his mom for rituals, they decided to take Dagreen himself. And this is not the first time we hear allegations of that. They said that it was Illuminati that killed, that unalived Tupac because he refused to do this and do that one. We've had a lot of theories, yes. So this is not a different one. Now let's move on from Dagreen and talk about another person, Cubana chief priest. Yes, this man has a club in Nollywood called the Shrine, and they are like, oh, that's why he's a chief priest, because has a club called the Shrine. Now, what devil did this man sell his soul to? Over the course of the years, if you've seen Cubana chief priest in public gatherings and in social gatherings, you will see him make some signs with some particular set of persons, including David Odumeji and the likes. And a lot of persons say that, oh, that is the sign or the way this confraternity group, the Black Act, the New Black Movement, that's how they greet themselves. So he's a member of that movement, which is why he carries himself like nobody can do him any harm, because he has gone to dine with the people who hold who hold things. If you know the history of confraternities and cultism and whatnot in Nigeria, you will know that it's one that started quite socially but has grown to be something that you dare not enter if you're not sure you really have very long spoon to dine with the devil, because whatever happens there, you're in there. So a lot of persons say, oh, Cubana chief priest, is a member of that confraternity, and that's why he does what he does. Now let's move on from Cubana chief priest and talk about another person, Olamide Bado. Of course, this list will not be complete if you don't talk about the owner of the Yahoo Boy No Laptop movement. So, Olamide Bado, the record label boss for YBNL. This man is rumored to be a member of the Illuminati. I don't know how, but they are saying that he has thrown symbols and signs that insinuates that he's a member of the Illuminati, and that in one of his songs, especially one that was even dedicated to his son, he said something about sold his soul to the game in order to dine with the devil. And in the music logo bands, he mentioned that he hopes he makes heaven because he has done so many things, and also that if he's unable to make money, he's going to go the way of blood ritual, money ritual. And people are like, is this all just talk? Are you just trying to be a good lyricist? Are you just trying to give people what they want to hear? Or because he calls himself a street rapper and he's evolved over the years. But you're like, you can't just come and say things like this if this is not your lifestyle. In fact, a certain rapper in the US, Young Talk, is being tried for the things he said in some of his songs, that his lawyer had to come up with different acronyms for some of the things he mentioned, because they're like, if this is not your lifestyle, why are you mentioning? Are you just trying to influence people by saying these words? So a lot of persons are coming for Olamide and are saying, are you trying to tell us something? Because there was a time he also talked about being very depressed, shaving his head and dyeing his hair this color and that color after he lost his mom, his parents and whatnot. And I'm like, okay, is that what it is, or are you trying to tell us something else? Now let's move on from Olamide and talk about Zubby Michael. Zubby Michael also has been I just remembered something. There was a time, or there was this show that starred Ebuka, Timini, Zubby Michael, among others, and Ebuka was telling Timini Ebuson that I can buy you 100 times over. Like, I have more money than you can even imagine to have. People are saying, Zubi, we've not seen you in movies. Oh, how many movies have you done that you're able to, afford this lifestyle and whatnot? And people are like, oh, he's also a member of the confraternity Black Axe, and he has their protection, and in turn he does things and then he gets money. I really don't know how that works. If you have an idea how joining a confraternity or becoming a member of a confraternity just means you have wealth, I struggle to see because like I mentioned, historically, these confraternities and these things were social groups, they had a cause. So how they suddenly evolved to something that people are saying, oh, being a member is you selling your soul to the devil, I'd like to have more understanding of that. So if you know in the comment section, please help me. Now let's move on from Zubby Michael. Let's talk about Don Jazzy, the Maven record label boss. There was a time that Maven Records, all of them released a song back then, I think 2013, 2014, titled Dorobuchi. And in an interview, when people said, what is Dorobuchi? When people asked Don Jazzy, what is Dorobuchi? And Don Jazzy was like, oh, Doro is the name of a god that were basically honored. Legit, he did say it in an interview. And people are like, sir, if they ask you your religion, you say you're a Christian, yes? Why are you worshipping a said god such that you make a whole music that became a hit, like a movement around it? And you had your crew and everybody, make that kind of music. What's that? And lots of persons said, oh, it's because that Doro, that's the god where he got his money from. This one, that one, that one, this one, that one, that one. I don't know. All of these allegations, so all of these are things that have been rumored on the internet that I'm bringing for you to hear. I'd like to hear your opinion in the comment section. Okay, let's move on from Dorobuchi. Let's move on from Don Jazzy. And let's talk about somebody that we don't talk about. This list is not complete. The owner of Abido Sheka and several other powers. That is the founder of the Mountain of Holy Ghost Intervention and Deliverance Ministry located in Anambra State. Odumeje himself, Chukwuebuka. This man, came into limelight with his church and his miracles and what he does. And this man has come to say he has several powers. And it's like, if you are a pastor, you would not boast of any other power outside of that of the Holy Ghost, outside of that of Christ. So what are you mentioning? And they are saying that just signifies that what he's doing is maybe comedy, maybe he's not, maybe he does not really have those powers and is just saying what he wants to say. And especially because he had an issue with the late Ada Jesus, where he proudly said he was the person responsible for whatever Ada Jesus was going through. So that led some persons to say you must have something else backing you up. That is dark. I don't know. Left for you to talk about. And we are moving quickly. We're rounding up now. Let's talk about E-Money. E-Money has been rumored to be a drug lord, rumored to be one of the boys of the president of the nation, who is a retired drug lord. And they say there are documents to back it up, that when he was in the US, this man trafficked drugs and did this one and that one. And then now it's E-Money that is doing that, because E-Money has so much wealth that he has so much wealth. And people are like, nah, it's not just that though. There's something else to it, that he sold his soul to the devil. He's also a member of the New Black Movement. Have you not seen him do handshakes with his elder brother Casey? Have you not seen them do the same handshake with Davido? Have you not seen Kubana? Have you not seen all of them do the same handshakes? All of them are the same cause. All of them are rich. All of them are wealthy. And this one, that one. That's why people in Nigeria cannot even talk to them. The government cannot reach them. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section what you think. And lastly, we are going to be talking about also somebody from Anambra State, Obi Kubana. This man celebrated his mother's burial such that EFCC invited him and said, guy, we need to talk. We need to talk. And people are saying, because Obi Kubana shared the story actually, of Grass to Grace, how he started, in Abuja, in a small apartment, and then he went ahead to, venture into nightlife, building his clubs and his resorts and whatnot, and basically becoming these, wealthy magnates that we have in society today. And some are saying, no, there has to be something more to it. Now, I don't know. And like I mentioned, all of these are allegations. I truly do believe that people can work their way to wealth. I mean, regardless of how humble your background can be, you can work. And we've seen, prime examples of that. So I'd like to hear your opinions in the comment section. Do you truly believe that these guys have something else, that their souls have been sold to the devil, or there's some dark thing involved in what they do? I'd like to hear your opinions in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching this video. Like it if you enjoyed it, share with family and friends, and I will be seeing you in the next one. Bye.